Hello dear students, now we will discuss the anatomy of the elbow joint. So before moving to the elbow joint, please remember that clavicle is the most commonly fractured bone in the human body. So clavicle basically is attached lateral to the acromion process and medial to the sternoclavicular joint. So let me draw, please. So this is basically lateral 1/3 of clavicle. This is middle 1/3 and this is medial 1/3. Okay, lateral 1/3, medial 1/3, and this is medial 1/3. So medially this clavicle is attached with the sternum, manubrium of sternum. This is sternoclavicular joint. Laterally this is attached with the acromion process of the scapula, acromioclavicular joint. So in exam there is a question that what are the most frequent fractured site of the clavicle. As you know that this is the most commonly fractured bone in human body. लेकिन एग्जामिनर पूछता है कहाँ से ज़्यादा क्लेविकल जो फ्रैक्चर होता है. कॉलर बोन क्लेविकल most common frequent fractured site is the middle 1/3. Very important MCQ. So remember please that middle 1/3 is the most frequent fractured site of the clavicle. Okay, thank you very much. Now we will move forward and we will discuss elbow joint. Elbow joint. So elbow joint, as you all know that elbow joint is basically hinge joint. Elbow joint is hinge joint. And how many bones in the elbow joint? 3 bones. Humerus, lateral side, this is humerus and this lateral side is the radius and this is ulna. So these are the 3 bones of the elbow joint. Okay, these are the 3 bones of the elbow joint. Remember please. This is shaft of humerus. This is lateral epicondyle, medial epicondyle, capitulum trochlea. Here is the radius bone. Here is the ulna. Okay. So these are the 3 bones of the elbow joint. Now, before talking about ligaments of the elbow joint, first I would like to tell you people that what are the frequent fractured site of the humerus and what are their associated nerve injuries, which are very important MCQs for your licensing exam point of view. कि ह्यूमरस कहाँ कहाँ से कॉमनली फ्रैक्चर्ड होगा और अगर ह्यूमरस फ्रैक्चर्ड हो वहाँ से तो नर्व कौन सा इंजर्ड होगा, जो आपके एग्जाम में कॉमन MCQs आते हैं. Okay, this is the surgical neck of humerus and this is the most frequent fractured site of the humerus. And if humerus is fractured from surgical neck, remember please, axillary nerve injured. Surgical neck fracture of humerus leads to the injury of the axillary nerve. And the axillary nerve importance is that axillary nerve supply to this your deltoid muscle and also teres minor muscle, and these muscles are the abductors of the shoulder joint. कि जो deltoid muscle है ना, आप लोग abduction करते हो, this is the abduction, this is abduction. और abduction कौन करा रहा है? ये जो major deltoid muscle है. अब इसको सप्लाई कौन कर रहा है? एक्सिलरी नर्व. अगर आपका एक्सिलरी नर्व डैमेज हो जाएगा तो आपका डेल्टॉइड मसल पैरालाइज हो जाएगा, फ्लैट हो जाएगा, तो एब्डक्शन रहेगा नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है. सो इफ सर्जिकल नेक फ्रैक्चर ऑफ ह्यूमरस लीड टू इंजरी ऑफ द एक्सिलरी नर्व इंजर्ड, डेल्टॉइड मसल पैरालिसिस. So which function is lost? Abduction of the shoulder joint is lost. Very simple, very important MCQ, याद रखना है. ठीक है. Then if humerus is fractured from this mid shaft region, which nerve is injured? Radial nerve. So very important, another MCQ. The humerus fracture from mid shaft lead to injury of the radial nerve. And what is the function of radial nerve? And remember, both these nerves, radial and axillary, both these nerves originate from posterior card of the brachial plexus. क्या होता है brachial plexus? What is brachial plexus? Brachial plexus, my dear students, this is basically a network of the nerves. Network of the nerves which originate from cervical portion of the spinal cord. ठीक है. Your master system of body is the nervous system, and central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. In brain there are lobes. This is frontal, temporal, parietal, occipital, forebrain, midbrain, and then hindbrain. And from the medulla oblongata starts your spinal cord, and spinal cord ends at L1, first lumbar vertebra in adults. It may extend up to second or third lumbar vertebra in neonates, in newly born babies. So nerves which originate from brain, these are the cranial nerves, and these nerves which originate from the spinal cord, these are the spinal nerves. And brachial plexus is the basically a network of the nerves which originate from this spinal portion of the spinal cord, and then these nerves pass from this axillary region and enter to your upper limb and supply to the upper limb. That's why you can flex elbow, you can flex wrist, you can extend wrist, you can do abduction of the shoulder joint, you can do adduction. You can feel the sensations. सारा चक्कर किसका है? Nerves का है. I hope you understood. So basically brachial plexus having 5 roots: C5, C6, C7, C8, and then T1, first intercostal nerve. Brachial plexus having 5 roots, 6 divisions: 3 anterior, 3 posterior, 3 cards, and 3 trunks. And these both nerves, axillary and radial nerve, originate from the posterior card of the brachial plexus. We will discuss brachial plexus in detail. लेकिन मैं आपको एक व्यू दिखाना चाहता हूँ ताकि आप लोग जब फ्यूचर में ब्रैकियल प्लेक्सिस के बारे में सुने तो ये नई चीज़ ना हो आपके लिए. आपको पता हो इस गली से हम लोग गुजर चुके हैं तो आप लोग इजीली उसको समझ जाओगे. ठीक है. सो रेडियल नर्व माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम द पोस्टीरियर कार्ड ऑफ द ब्रैकियल प्लेक्सिस. राइट इट डाउन प्लीज. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट MCQ फॉर योर एग्जाम. बोथ दीज नर्व्स, axillary nerve and radial nerves, originate from posterior card of the brachial plexus. We will discuss these cards, these trunks, these roots of the brachial plexus in detail. Okay, very soon inshallah. So radial nerve function is the extension of the elbow, extension of the wrist, extensions of the finger digits. Okay, क्या है कि radial nerve क्या कराता है my dear students? Let's suppose I am doing exercise of the triceps muscle. Okay? Yes. My triceps are moving. So triceps muscles are innervated by radial nerve. So these are the extensors of the elbow. So radial nerve in short, remember, yaad rakhein, to the point. Radial nerve innervate to posterior arm, posterior forearm and dorsum of the hand. So in short, whether this is extension of the elbow, extension of the wrist or extension of finger digits, this is a function of radial nerve. So radial nerve supply to all extensors of the elbow, all extensors of the wrist and finger digits. So now, if due to injury of the mid shaft of humerus, radial nerve injury, it's mean there will be loss of extension of the elbow, loss of extension of elbow plus wrist also, because this is extension of wrist and wrist extension is also function of the radial. So now there is no extension of the wrist, wrist is flexed. This is called as wrist drop. पूछा जाता है एग्जाम में. Examiner will ask you, wrist drop is due to injury of which nerve? So you can now answer that wrist drop mean that there is no extension of your wrist. This wrist is now flexed. So my dear students, wrist drop is due to injury of the radial nerve. Radial nerve injury may be due to another causes like lateral epicondyle fracture. Saturday night palsy may also lead to injury of the radial nerve. That is reversible. क्या होता है Saturday night palsy? Mostly due to excessive use of alcohol. When you are severely, you can see that some patient, if they have intoxication of the some sedative drugs, and when you rest by having excessive pressure on this axillary floor, it may lead to compression of these cords which are passing through this axillary region. So it may lead to a reversible injury of the radial nerve. So there are multiple causes of the radial nerve injury. Lateral epicondyle fracture also lead to the injury of the radial nerve. Mid shaft fracture also lead to injury of the radial nerve. So wrist drop is due to in short injury of the radial nerve. Okay, and the foot drop is due to injury of common peroneal nerve. Foot drop is due to injury of common peroneal nerve. ये भी MCQ लिख लो साथ. ये वो MCQs हैं जो आपके एग्जाम में 100% आते हैं. ठीक है. Next, if humerus fracture from this region is the supracondylar region. Okay, my dear students, this region is the supracondylar because this is lateral epicondyle, this is medial epicondyle और ये region कौन सा है जो condyles के ऊपर है, इसको क्या कहेंगे supracondylar region. So if humerus fracture from supracondylar region, supracondylar fracture lead to injury of median nerve. What is function of median nerve? Median nerve basically so my dear students, this is your thenar muscle. So this lateral 3.5 fingers, that this lateral, you can see here, 1, 2, 3.5, lateral 3.5 fingers, and this is your thenar muscle. This all region is innervated by median nerve, very strong nerve. एंड दिस इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज लेबरर नर्व। ठीक है, अगर ये नर्व इंजर्ड हो जाए तो कोई काम नहीं रहेगा आपके हाथ का, मोटर एक्टिविटी सेंसरी भी चली जाएगी। सो मीडियन नर्व, व्हाई दिस इज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग नर्व? बिकॉज मीडियन नर्व हैविंग nerve fiber from all roots of the brachial plexus. I have told you that there are 5 roots of brachial plexus, C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1। ये सारी नर्व्स है ना जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से ओरिजिनेट होती हैं। अब इन सब के फाइबर्स मिलके मीडियन नर्व बनाते हैं, जो कि बहुत स्ट्रांग नर्व है, जो आपके ऑलमोस्ट 95% हैंड की जो मोटर सेंसरी एक्टिविटी देती है। सो इफ मीडियन नर्व इज इंजर्ड, there are a lot of causes of median nerve injury, maybe supracondylar fracture, maybe the lower trunk injury of the brachial plexus, maybe birth trauma traction injury, and maybe the carpal tunnel syndrome, compression of median nerve in the carpal tunnel, because median nerve also passing through carpal tunnels, and we will discuss carpal tunnel syndrome, very important topic, later we will discuss। सो अगर मीडियन नर्व आपका इंजर्ड हो गया है, सो दिस कंप्लीट हैंड सेंसरी एंड मोटर फंक्शन इज लॉस्ट एंड फ्लैटनिंग ऑफ द थिन आर्म मसल। सो सुप्राकंडाइलर फ्रैक्चर लीड टू इंजरी ऑफ द मीडियन नर्व, ये चीज याद रखना है। ठीक हो गया? तो ये जो मीडियल 1.5 फिंगर्स है ना, ये इसको कौन सप्लाई करता है? अल्नर नर्व। सो इफ ह्यूमरस फ्रैक्चर फ्रॉम medial epicondyle, which nerve is injured? ulnar nerve। ये चीज भी याद रखनी है। तो ulnar nerve किधर सप्लाई करेगी? ये जो रिमेनिंग पोर्शन है, medial 1.5 fingers, these are innervated by ulnar nerve, and this muscle is the hypothenar, because this is present below to the thenar, this is called as hypothenar। so hypothenar is supplied by this muscle, ulnar nerve। so median and ulnar, both these nerves help in the flexion of the wrist also, but what is the major nerve which help in flexion? because of course median, क्योंकि 95% देख लो आपके हैंड का जो रीजन है उसको कौन सप्लाई कर रहा है? मीडियन नर्व। सो मेजर फ्लेक्शन किसके पास है? मीडियन। तो अगर मीडियन डैमेज हो गया, इसका मतलब है फ्लेक्शन विल बी वेरी वीक, प्रेजेंट रहेगा, कंप्लीट लॉस नहीं होगा क्योंकि अल्नर इंटैक्ट है, लेकिन बहुत वीक फ्लेक्शन हो जाएगा, because 95% is lost because of an injury of the median nerve। and another function of median nerve is the pronation। this is pronation, my dear students, this is supination। supination is the function of the musculocutaneous, and this is pronation। pronation is also a function of median nerve। तो ये चीजें याद रखनी है। okay, now we will move forward and we will discuss the ligaments of the elbow joint। ligaments of the elbow joint। ligaments of the elbow joint। so ligament definition हमें पता ही है, ligament is the fibrous flexible connective tissue which connect the bones and also fix the organ in the position। okay, and tendon is a tough band of connective tissue which connect muscles to bones। okay, ligaments of the elbow joint। okay, my dear students, so first ligament which connect lateral epicondyle of the humerus to the radius, this is the lateral collateral ligament, our second name is the radial collateral ligament। lateral collateral ligament are the radial collateral ligament। then next, my dear students, next ligament is the medial collateral are ulnar collateral because this connect medial epicondyle of the humerus to the ulna. तो आप एक भी नाम याद रख सकते हो, medial collateral ligament और ulnar collateral ligament, एक ही बात है. Medial collateral ligament or ulnar collateral ligament. Third ligament which connect all these three bones together, three bones, humerus, radius, ulna. This is called as annular ligament. Annular ligament, my dear students. Okay, now we will discuss the movements of this very important joint, elbow. So elbow dislocations are also very common. So this is also a 5-star topic for you. Elbow joint movements. This is hinge joint, only two movements, extension which is done to the radial nerve, we have just discussed in detail, okay? And second is the flexion. Now we will discuss about flexion. My dear students, when you are doing biceps exercise, the biceps का exercise करते हो, कैसे करते हो? So during biceps exercise, you are doing repetitive flexion of the elbow joint. So this is the flexion. So flexion is a function of basically musculocutaneous nerve. Muscles, biceps कैसे काम कर रहे हैं? Nerves जो motor activity कहाँ से आ रही है? Musculocutaneous nerve से. And musculocutaneous nerve originate from the lateral cord of the brachial plexus. Write it down please. जो चीज़ें आप लोगों को मैं इंसिस्ट करता हूँ कि लिख लो, MCQs है, ये 100% आएगा आपके एग्जाम में, तो लिख लो प्लीज, ओके, काम आएगा. थैंक यू. ओके, सो flexion of the elbow, flexion of the elbow is done through musculocutaneous nerve which originate from lateral cord of brachial plexus. कहाँ से originate हो रहा है? Lateral cord of brachial plexus. And brachial plexus having three cords, okay? Lateral cord of the brachial plexus. Flexion is done through musculocutaneous. Muscles कौन से हैं? Biceps. Okay? And another function of musculocutaneous is the supination. ठीक है, ये क्या है? supination. अब forearm का आपने एक्सरसाइज किया होगा ना, when you people are doing these forearm, कि यहाँ से मसल बन जाए, ठीक है, supination करते हो, pronation करते हो, supination, pronation. Pronation किसका फंक्शन है? मीडियन का. supination musculocutaneous. और मसल्स ये काम कर रहे हैं आपके. Inflection biceps. Okay, my dear students. Anterior muscles, these are the flexors. Posterior, these are the extensors. Okay. तो अपनी बॉडी को पढ़ रहे हो, एक्टिव होके पढ़ो, ठीक है? ओके, नेक्स्ट we will discuss two important clinical pathologies, then we will finish this elbow joint. Okay, you have heard about medial epicondylitis or the golfer's elbow, then you also have heard about the lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow. Okay, let me discuss now please. Now we will talk about what is golfer's elbow or medial epicondylitis. What is tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis? Very important. This is frequently asked in exams. Clinical anatomy के बहुत important MCQs इसमें आएंगे, तो याद रखना है. Medial epicondylitis are golfer's elbow. When you playing golf, yes, आप लोग गोल्फ खेलते होंगे, और if you have seen someone playing golf, so when you are playing golf, कैसे शॉट लगाते हो? ऐसे लगाते हो? नहीं, ऐसे लगाते हो ना? Forehand shots. These are my forehand. So I am doing now flexion. During playing golf, when you are doing flexion, which epicondyle is more movable, more functional? Medial. Elbow joint, medial epicondyle is more functional. So while playing golf, due to repetitive forehand shots, or due to repetitive flexion of the elbow joint, you may lead to inflammation of the medial epicondyle of the humerus. This is called as medial epicondylitis or the golfer's elbow. My dear students, क्या है कि अगर आप लोग रिपीटेटिव फ्लैक्शन करते हो जब गोल्फ खेलते हो, ड्यू टू फोर्सफुल फोरहैंड शॉट्स, रिपीटेटिव फोरहैंड शॉट्स, आपका इन्फ्लामेशन हो सकता है. आइटस, मीडियल एपिकंडाइटिस, आइटस मीन इन्फ्लामेशन. सो एग्जाम में आ सकता है, ए पेशेंट इज प्रेजेंटेड टू यू विद हिस्ट्री ऑफ पेन ऑन द एल्बो जॉइंट, on palpation there is tenderness, mean pain, and there is redness. These are signs, symptoms of the inflammation. Patient is known player of golf. He is playing golf from last 5-10 years, regularly playing golf. So if you have gone through this topic, you will easily pick. This is the examiner is talking about medial epicondylitis, golfer elbow. हर क्वेश्चन में एक आंसर होता है, ये चीज़ याद रख लें. हर क्वेश्चन में एक आंसर होता है, लेकिन क्या आप उस क्वेश्चन का जो सिनेरियो है उसको कभी रीड किया है आपने? क्या उस 5 स्टार टॉपिक में से आप गुजरे हैं? तो फिर आप लोग इजीली आंसर कर पाओगे. ओके, सो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन प्लीज. व्हाट इज medial epicondylitis or golfer elbow? In golf players, due to repetitive forehand shots or repetitive flexion of the elbow joint, there may be inflammation of medial epicondyli of humerus. This is called as medial epicondylitis or the golfer's elbow. That in golf players, due to repetitive flexion or repetitive forehand shots, there may be inflammation of the medial epicondyle. This is called as medial epicondylitis or the golfer's elbow. And now we will discuss about tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis. In tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis, we will discuss the pathology of lateral epicondyle of humerus. Tennis elbow or tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis. So have you seen players when they are playing tennis?